Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Dan from DHTV, and today I'm going to be showing you how to turn off liquid glass on your iPhone and a tip that's going to show you how to turn it off with just a click of your side button. Let's get started. All right, so Apple obviously caused some controversy with the liquid glass feature in iOS 26, and it's the same situation in iOS 27. So this is liquid glass. If you've never seen it, I'm going to show you how to turn off liquid glass with some settings, but you can see in that folder right there how it looks. So as I move things around, you can see it's kind of bending and you can see behind it. So it's giving you a transparent effect behind it. So I'm going to compare the two as I show you these settings so you can see the difference. The iPhone Air is going to be running with the standard tint of liquid glass, so how it comes out of the box, and we're going to make some modifications here on this one. So we're looking at the home screen here, and we're looking at our control center and also show you some other areas as well. So let's first start with how to turn off the liquid glass with Apple's standard setting here. So we're going to open up the settings application. You want to scroll down to where it says appearance. From here, you'll see a section called liquid glass. Now, again, this is iOS 27, so you've got this new setting here. If you're using iOS 26, it's very similar. You just have like an on-off or more tinted or less tinted. So when you update to 27, you'll have more a slider. So you can reduce it even more and kind of scroll through to see how it's going to look in search boxes, or you can bring it all the way and now you can't really see behind it. You're just kind of seeing slight coloring behind it. So this is the best way to see it, much clearer or more transparent or less. So turning it fully on the home screen here, you can still see that liquid glass effect on the folder there. It's still there, but it's not like bending or curving like liquid would. As this one here, you can see that bend effect. So I'll kind of move them both. You see how it's bending with the background, whereas on the right side, it's not doing it as much. That's what you're getting with that effect. However, it doesn't change much else other than very minimal things like that, which may be enough for you. For me, it's not, and for a lot of people, it's not. I'd like to see more control. So with that being said, these are the other settings that Apple doesn't really put up front, but you're going to open your settings app again, and this is going to be a setting you're going to need to use in the accessibility tab. So we'll tap there. You're going to tap on display and text size, and we're going to take that transparency reduction even further by tapping on this one that says reduce transparency. As soon as we do that, now when we go back to our home screen, you can see the difference. It's dramatic. There's no more viewing of behind. It's very, very slight, even around the dock and the search box. They're frosted, so you don't see the background of those bubbles. In Control Center, it's even more prominent. You can see right there. You can't even tell that this has that transparency effect or the tint from liquid glass even on. Now you can take this a little bit further. It's known, I guess, at least for me, if you turn on dark mode, so basically go into your control center, hold your finger on the brightness tab, turn dark mode on. When you do that, I'll lock my phone, we'll unlock it again. You can see I have dark mode, and now I have the dark mode background available. It's going to reduce that as well. And then your other option is to tap and hold on the screen, tap this little icon up here, customize it, and set your icons to dark or even tinted. We'll just go with regular dark mode apps. Dark mode is a little bit easier on the eyes with the liquid glass issue. Aside from one other one that may help, again, we're going to go in accessibility settings here, motion, and you're going to reduce the motion here. So this is going to reduce the motion of the user interface, including the parallax effect. So that's what I was trying to show you. With liquid glass, like you can see these edges, depending on which way you turn it, it's kind of moving those edges with that little white. It's hard to see there. Maybe in Control Center it's easier. Just look at this circle with the car. See how that it's kind of the brightness or where it's shining is kind of moving with it. We can reduce that here as well a little bit more, and other effects of it where it kind of hovers the apps and moves with the background. This may help you as well. So that's your max that you can do with this. You can see even how I exit the apps now with the reduce motion. So if I'm in settings there and settings here, look at the difference. See, that one flies down where this one kind of reduced that motion. I don't use this, but it is an option as well. Now, lastly, here I'm going to show you a tip if you want to be able to turn this on and off very quick, because that's quite a few settings there. So I brought this back to the standard iPhone look with liquid glass in the middle. You're going to open your settings here. Again, we're going to go to accessibility. I'm going to give you this shortcut. Scroll all the way to the bottom here. There's accessibility shortcuts. You can click on that, and then you can just go down to reduce the transparency here. So as soon as you turn that on now, you can see how it looks. All you're going to do is press 3 times on that side button. So a triple click, instantly your transparency will tint over to this look. So it will reduce that effect. Now, if you want to use all of those options and have them turn on with that shortcut, go back into the accessibility shortcuts, scroll through the list, and just highlight all the ones you want to have on. So we're doing the reduce motion, and then we're going to go to dark mode as well. So now we've got 3 of them. Now when we go back to our home screen or any page you're on, if you press 3 times on that button on the side button, you'll get your options. So you can select them. So you want to reduce the transparency, you'll have to press it again 3 times, reduce the motion, press it again 3 times, and then tap on dark mode. And you'll see each one that you have selected will be check marked. The only thing I don't like about this is that when you press and activate it, you'll have to deactivate each one individually or activate each one individually like this. And then obviously to turn off the shortcut, just go back into accessibility shortcuts and then just remove them. So if you want to bring it back to just the one option, which is my suggestion, just reduce transparency, you'll do that as well. So you can turn that on or off just with the single 3 clicks on the side button. Now, when you do have transparency on, and I guess we can do this live here, so we'll go right into that setting of appearance. You can see that liquid glass is set to default. We can turn that all the way tinted, right? So we have our full tint, and then we can activate our transparency. You see how it even changed how it's tinted here. So we turn transparency off, you get that effect. So look what it's doing here with that on. It kind of gives you a different look of how it's going to use and show these search bars with like a bar that's less transparent. So as soon as I exit this though, you can see it says more tinted. Even if I go here, if I click this on, my transparency effect, and I exit out of here, still stays, but it just goes right to the full tint. Again, this is a beta, so that could be a glitch, but basically, if you're going to use the transparency, it basically locks you into this mode. But if you don't like liquid glass, this is what I have found to be the best way to either tint your liquid glass or how you can turn off liquid glass on your iPhone, iPad with iOS 26 or iOS 27. But as always, this is just one of many iPhone tips, tricks, and tutorials that I do on DHTV here. So if you're looking to learn more, there's a full playlist of great tips, tricks, and tutorials you can use to get the most out of your iPhone. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel for more videos and click the bell notification box so you're notified as soon as I post new videos. I'll be covering everything on the new iPhone 18s and the folding iPhone. So if you're interested in that, again, check out my channel. If you had any questions or ran into any trouble regarding the liquid glass, or if you have other suggestions that could help others, leave a comment below as well. I try to respond to every comment that comes my way, and if you have that suggestion, it might help somebody else out. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.